Yes, it's still lovely out. And you know why that is? Because it's the same day as the last post. We're trying to get through my food in the... Whoa, it's really bright now. Sun's coming down. It's taking me that long to get through all my stuff. I'll have you know that after the last post, I almost couldn't get all my stuff back in my freezer. Didn't go in quite as Tetris-like as it had it in the first place, but I got it in there. Anyway, so if you haven't caught the last two posts, you probably don't know this, but we're going through all my food storage places these next few posts. So we went through my refrigerator in the first post because I had just done a big shop. And in the second post, because the video got too long, we went through my freezer. And wow, the video got long again, hey? And today we're going to go through my pantry, or at least most of it, as much as we can get through it before the video gets too long. Maybe I'll break it up into two posts. I haven't decided yet. We'll see at the end. So let's go. We're going to the kitchen again. Off we go. Into the kitchen. And we're going to go through my pantry, which is this stuff. All this stuff. So we're actually going to start behind me at this stuff that I keep on the counter when I buy a new pineapple, which is quite often these days. I'm getting quite addicted to eating pineapple with cottage cheese and coconut flakes. My God, I eat a lot of that. Anyways, I just bought a pineapple, and it needs to get cut into soon because it's going yellow and it smells like pineapple and it's time. So that one's going to get cut soon. I also keep my tomatoes on the counter. Oh, that's a bit of crumbs. I keep my little baby cherry tomatoes that I just like to keep on the counter because as I walk past when I'm puttering around the house or whatever, and I feel nibbly, and there they are sitting there. I'll just eat a few as I walk past sometimes. Vine tomatoes that I bought because I couldn't find any Campari tomatoes. I got to eat this one pretty soon because I found yesterday I did find some Campari tomatoes, and I'm going to eat them. They're my favorite kind. Man, do I love these kind of tomatoes. They're they just have this really fresh garden taste to them every time you buy them, and they come on the vine. So never take your tomatoes off the vine when you buy them. Leave them on because the vine continues to provide nutrients into the tomato until you eat it. So leave it on the vines until you eat it. So that's it over here. Now I also pulled some other stuff down from this high cupboard because that's pretty much where I just keep my overstock, like my extra mustard, my extra salt, and my extra pepper, and my extra peanut butter if I've got some or whatever. If I've got more than one thing of it, I'll keep it in this cupboard up here, but I'm not going through all of my overstock. What's the point? You're going to see it once. You don't need to see it twice. So I pulled the stuff down that I also keep up there. So let's see, where should we start? Cooking oils, I guess. Cooking oil. Coconut oil. I love cooking shrimp in coconut oil. It's good to put on your meat or your vegetables before you put it on the grill because the grill can get quite hot quite quickly, and coconut oil is probably the most stable you can use for cooking. Next up, grapeseed oil. Also very, very, very stable. I find it makes an unholy mess and sticks to the furniture and sticks to the walls and sticks to the floor and whatever if you add something that's got any water at all into the pan. I guess that's any oil really, but I just find this one makes everything even more worse than cooking with maybe some olive oil. But olive oil is not quite as stable. I will cook with it occasionally because I like the taste, the flavor the best. But I understand that if you're going to cook on really, really high heats, that coconut oil is number one, grapeseed oil is number two. That's my understanding. Then off to my vinegars. I like white vinegar on if I make yam fries. I like to put white vinegar on it. I know you Americans don't do this, but Canadians we're big on putting white vinegar on French fries. And so when I make yam fries or sweet potato fries, I'll put white vinegar. It's also really tasty to cut up a cucumber into medallions and put the cucumber into a bowl, and then add a little bit of salt and pepper, and add some white vinegar. Like let them soak. Like fill the bowl up with vinegar and let them soak. Luckily, vinegar's cheap, so and then you don't eat the vinegar. You chuck the vinegar out, and you just eat the cucumbers. It's really tasty and a super low-cal snack you can eat in front of the TV like chips. Balsamic vinegar, love this stuff as well, mixed with flax oil, which I showed you in the last post or two posts ago. Mix it up with my salad dressing, maybe a little bit of dark maple syrup as well, or not. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, for salad dressing to put on my greens. Okay, so on top of the fridge, that's vinegar for sprinkling onto French fries. The same thing, white vinegar I just showed you. Salt and pepper. These are the sprinkleable kind, just regular sprinkleable. And then I've got the kind you have to grind. So whole peppercorns, black pepper, and whole sea salt. That's how I eat my salt. I really love cracked sea salt. I really do. I don't know why. When it comes out chunky, it just, for me, it's better. I don't know why. Got some cocoa powder, Pure cocoa powder, I use this once in a while when I'm experimenting with new desserty things, or mix it with peanut butter, or when I was, you know, I've been known to make Mike Geary's avocado chocolate pudding, and it's quite tasty. It's really rich though, so I don't make it very often, but I like to have some of this around just in case I get the urge to experiment with chocolate. Chia seeds are really, really great on salad. That's pretty much the only place I use them, because they get, if you get them wet, they get like this little gel around the outside of the seed. So you don't really want to get them wet before you eat them. Just eat them. And then they get all gelled up inside your stomach instead. But they're really, really healthy for you. There's really not much taste to them. I find them kind of interesting because of the little gelling phenomenon. So if I, you know, get some salad dressing on them, they'll get a little bit jelly on top of my salad. But they're really healthy for you, so I recommend them. And then I bought some psyllium husk because I heard it was good for your inside tubes. And then I tried it and I thought, yuck, gross. So I don't know what to do with this stuff, you guys. I don't like throwing it in water and just drinking it down. It's gross. It's supposed to be really good for your bowels, but quite frankly, I don't have any problems with that. And I'm at a loss for actually why I bought it. I think I just got caught up in a buying frenzy at the health food store one day. I thought, oh, I heard this is good for you, so I'll buy it. And now I don't like it, don't know what to do with it. Okay, so moving on. My teas, let's see here. Stuck. Rooibos tea, I don't drink that very often. I don't really love the flavor, but it's high in antioxidants, good for you, so I will drink it once in a blue moon. Chamomile tea, same deal. I don't really like the flavor. These are the ones I don't drink very often at this end. But once in a blue moon I will, just for a change of pace. My favorites, though, are my green tea. I love my green tea. I drink it like crazy. Like I said, I've got one of these things going all the time. One of these Starbucks cups full of green tea going at all times. And I usually just go through one bag in a day, and I'll just keep filling it up with I just keep running the kettle and filling it up when it gets to be about this empty. And then I'll fill it up with more hot water, and I'll just keep going until about 7 o'clock at night, and then I'll just chuck the bag out and be done for the night. So that's how I drink green teas. I bought some decaf green tea at one point thinking, oh, I can drink it at night. But I'm usually done with my green tea by night, so I don't drink it very often. Once in a blue moon, I'll add a decaf to a regular bag and to make my tea taste stronger, but to not add extra caffeine. Or once in a blue moon, I will drink it at night, but not that often. Oolong, I really like oolong tea too. But I don't drink as often as I drink green tea. I just prefer green tea. I don't know why. White tea, I also really like white tea. Tastes a little bit more like black tea, getting closer to the taste of black tea. I'm not a big fan of the taste of black tea. I don't drink that. So I don't drink white tea as often, but again, lots of antioxidants, and it's supposed to be good for you, and it's not as high in caffeine. None of these are as high in caffeine as coffee is, and I had to quit coffee a few months ago. I just realized that it was my addiction, and it was doing bad things to me, and it was changing my moods and making me crazy, so I had to stop drinking coffee, and I haven't had any since. And I've been a very good girl about that. And I actually haven't missed it that much unless I can smell it, and then suddenly I want it. But this is another thing that I just bought recently. I bought it for the hibiscus. I read somewhere, my mom sent me a link showing me that, and I shared with you guys on Facebook, that hibiscus apparently is like way up there in antioxidants, even higher than green tea. And I couldn't find one that was just hibiscus, so I bought this one. I don't love it. It's too bad. I mean, I've tried it once. I'll give it a bit bigger shot, and hopefully my taste buds will adjust, because I find that my taste buds do adjust quite often if I don't like something. But I don't see this being part of my future somehow. Oh well. Pure vanilla extract. I don't use this hardly ever. I only bought it because it's called for in that Mike Geary chocolate pudding I just mentioned. So luckily this stuff just stays good forever. So just sit on the counter. Stevia. I do use this once in a blue moon to sweeten stuff. It's just powder in a container. You just have to be careful you don't use too much, because it's really, really sweet, and you don't want to use too much. It's not like sugar. You only use a teensy bit. Honey, I like honey as a sweetener. I like mixing honey with like peanut butter. I like honey with lots of stuff. I like honey on toast too. All my spices that I just bought, because I was up till now I've been using a mix to make my taco salad meat. And I've decided that I don't like what's in the mix, even though it is organic. There's a couple of things in it that I don't agree with, like soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier and a garbage byproduct of soy, and I don't like soy in the first place. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to try making my own meat spices instead. So I got a couple of recipes. I'm going to try them out. I love these little crushed chilies. I eat those on flipping anything I can think of. Taco salad, scrambled eggs, whatever. This is my container I keep my cinnamon in. It's just cinnamon, nothing else. I might sprinkle that on top of honey, on top of toast once in a blue moon, but I don't actually eat cinnamon as much as I wish I did. It's good in oatmeal too. I'll eat it in oatmeal, with oatmeal and honey and walnuts. That's good. But I don't eat cinnamon as much as I think I should. Garlic salt with parsley flakes. Not the healthiest thing, it's salt, but I love it on steak. Yeah, what can you do? Roasted garlic is good for cooking. What's this? That's more stuff that I want to use in my taco salad. My taco salad meat, coriander and cumin. And then a couple of Mrs. Dashes. I find the ingredients list in Mrs. Dash to be pretty honorable. So I use the lemon pepper on salmon when I bake it. And the grilling blend I don't use as often, but once in a blue moon I'll use it on something just to spice it up a bit. And this is my oregano oil that I mix with my echinacea that I showed you in the last couple posts ago when I feel the sniffles coming on and I want to sort of avoid that. I'll throw some oregano oil and some echinacea into the bottom of a glass and add a little bit of hot water, and then I'll just drink it down to help me sort of give my immune system a little boost and get that out of me. I don't get very sick very often. Can't remember the last time I got really, really sick, sneezing and have to stay home and funny feeling skin and all that. I don't remember the last time that happened to me. And I attribute that to my diet and my working out. But once in a blue moon, something will catch me and I'll feel the sniffles coming on and I'll feel maybe a little bit of sore throat or something. And so I'll take that just to sort of give my immune system a boost, and it seems to help. So, or it seems to, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't help at all. Maybe it's just, I just don't ever get that sick. But I like to think it works, so I try it. I take it. Sometimes it's all in your mind, right? Anyway, we are again out of time. This video is getting really, really, really long, and I still have a whole cupboard full of stuff to show you. So we'll be back again. I see the battery on my camera is dying too, so hopefully we'll be back again maybe in half an hour. Well, I'll record again in a half an hour, and you'll watch it again when I post it. But we will get it done, so I'll be back here in a minute, okay? See you later. Bye.